السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Today in this short series we are going to learn about أنواع جعل, the types of جعل that are there in Arabic. Before I teach you the different types of جعل in Arabic language, I want you to have this background information about how you are going to classify your af'al. Based on an action, your fail can be of two types. It can be fail tam or fail naqis. A fail tam is a fail that has ATP, which means it has an action, it has time or tense attached to it. It is a word that has a pronoun which can be hidden or visible. A fail tam, which are most of the af'al in Quran, are going to have all three. Okay? Action, time or tense, and pronoun. So I can give you an example here. Nasara, fataha, samia. Nasara, he helped. Fataha, he opened. Samia, he heard. So all these af'al have an action, which here in fi'l nasara is to help, fataha to open, samia to hear. All of them have a tense, which is a past tense. Heard, helped, opened. They all have a pronoun which is hidden and is he, right? In all these cases, you have huwa nasara, but huwa fataha, huwa samia, right? If a fi'l lacks an action and needs a khabar to convey a complete thought, that fi'l is going to be called fi'l naqis. How is fi'l naqis different from fi'l tamiz? It lacks an action. It has to have a khabar to convey a complete thought. An example of that is fi'l kana. It is translated as he was. He was does not give complete meaning. Asbaha, he became, does not give you a complete meaning. You have to have a khabar after kana or asbaha to have a complete meaning, right? So those af'al that lack an action and need a khabar to convey a complete meaning are going to be called al-af'alun naqisa. Failun naqis is subdivided into two types. One category is of kana wa akhwatuha, kana and its sisters. The second category is kada wa akhwatuha, kada and its sisters. How are they subdivided into two types is when it comes to kana wa akhwatuha, the khabar of kana wa akhwatuha, which include kana, asbaha, adha, zolla, amsa, bata, sora, ma zala, ma bariha, ma fati'a, manfakka, ma dama, laysa, can be mufradism, jumla, or shubu jumla. When it comes to the khabar of kada wa akhwatuha, which include afalul muqaraba, afalul shuru, afalul raja. Afalul muqaraba are the fail of nearness. Afalul shuru, the afal of beginning. Afalul raja, the afal that show hope. All of them have jumla fi'liya, fail mudari as their khabar. So what is common in kada wa akhwatuha is their khabar is going to be jumla fi'liya, fail mudari. But kana wa akhwatuha can have three types of khabar, which can be a mufradism, jumla, and shubu jumla. Based on an ability of a field to take a maf'ulun bihi, you can divide your field into two types, which is going to be lazim and mutaaddi. If a field cannot take a maf'ul bihi, if a field cannot take an object, that field is going to be called lazim. The field that can take a maf'ulun bihi is called mutaaddi. Mutaaddi is further subdivided into three types. It can be al-fi'lul mutaaddi li maf'ulun bihi wahid. It can be al-fi'lul mutaaddi li maf'ulayn. So as the name indicates, maf'ulaini, it is going to be able to take two maf'ul bihis. Al-mutaaddi thalathati maf'il, a fi'l that can take three maf'ul bihis. Most common is al-fi'l al-mutaaddi li maf'ulun bihi wahid. The next common is al-fi'l al-mutaaddi li maf'ulayn, and al-mutaaddi li thalathati maf'il is not very common in Quran. When it comes to al-fi'l al-mutaaddi li maf'ulayn, it can be further subclassified into two types: dhanna wa akhwatuha, ata wa akhwatuha. Dhanna wa akhwatuha أعطى وأخواتها. And ظن وأخواتها has further subclassification which include أفعال القلوب and أفعال التحويل والتسيير. أفعال القلوب are the verbs of understanding, further subdivided into أفعال اليقين, which means the fail of certainty. أفعال الرجحان, which means أفعال of probability. And then تحويل وتسيير is the one type only, and that it has to do with the af'al that have to do with transformation, conversion, and change. Tahwil and tasjid is one and the same thing, which has to do with transformation, conversion, and change. Keep that in mind. So why Zanna wa akhwatuha are categorized separate from Atwa wa akhwatuha is because they are also af'alun nasikha. This is a bigger picture that is showing you how you're going to see Zanna wa akhwatuha classification and what are the af'al that fall in each category. When it comes to أفعال التصغير وتحويل جعل اتخذ ترك وهب صير رد تخذ are the أفعال التصغير وتحويل. When it comes to أفعال القلوب, which are further subdivided into أفعال اليقين and أفعال الرجحان, these are the examples that we are going to find of them. Since we are going to focus on فعل جعل, our focus is going to be mainly on أفعال التصغير وتحويل in the session. ظن وأخواتها are put in a separate category, different from Ata wa Akhwatuha, is because they enter upon a Jumla Ismiya and they make the Jumla Ismiya's Mubtada their Mafulun Bihi Awal, and the Khabar of Jumla Ismiya becomes Mafulun Bihi Thani. Just like Khabar of Jumla Ismiya can be an ism, can be a mufrad ism, can be Jumla Ismiya, Jumla Failya, a prepositional phrase. Same is going to be the case with Mafulun Bihi Thanin of wa akhwatuha. It can be mufrad ism, it can be a sentence, it can be prepositional phrase, which is Shubhu Jumla. They are called al-af'alun nasikha. So they are said to enter upon a Jumla Ismiya and they make their mubtada of that Jumla Ismiya, their mafulun bihi awwal, and the khabar of that Jumla Ismiya becomes a mafulun bihi thanin. I want you to see how that works. Think of this sentence. Huwa haba'um mansur. It is a dust dispersed. So this is huwa is mubtada, haba is the khabar, and mansur is the sifa for haba'un, right? In Surah Al-Furqan, you have a verse, فَجَعَلْنَاهُ أَبَاءً مَنْصُورًا. We made it dust dispersed. You notice how this who became mafulun bihi awwal or fil ja'ala, and haba'an came from the khabar of this jumla ismiya that I have put down before this last part of the verse of Surah Al-Furqan. And this is how this works. The Jumla Ismiya, Mubtada and Khabar now become Mafulun Bihi Awwal and Thanin for Fil Ja'alna. We made it, we turned it into dust dispersed. Another example, Hum Dallu, Hum Dallu. This is from the other side, from Afalul Qulub. So we are not going to focus on that for now, but just to give you some understanding of what I'm trying to tell you, that how this works, that they enter upon Jumla Ismiya and Mubtada gets changed into Mafulun Bihi Awwal and Khabar Mafulun Bihi Thanin. This example might help you. So Hum Dallu. So Hum can be labeled as Mubtada. Dallu can be the khabar of this mubtada fi mahalli raf'in. Hum when is entered upon by ra'ita, which is from afalul qulub, you can see that this hum can be mafulun bihi awwal of fail ra'ita, and you can call the lu mafulun bihi thanin fi mahalli nasbin for fail ra'ita. Okay, so now you see that the hum and the lu and haba mansur, their Arab have changed. They are no longer rough in status. they became مفعول به أول إنسان for فعل جعل رأى. So therefore, you notice that they are now status, and that is why these zanna and its sisters are called al-fa'lun nasikha, because they abrogate the i'rab of mubtada and khabar. They change it from raf to a nasb and status. Another important thing that you must know here is, just like mubtada in most cases is proper, just like mubtada in in most, if not all cases is proper, you will notice that mafulun bihi awwal of fail ja'ala is going to be proper, and mafulun bihi sanin is going to be common in most cases. In majority cases, in many, very many examples of from Quran, you will notice mafulun bihi awwal is proper, mafulun bihi sanin common, just like mubtada is mostly proper and khabar is mostly common. So this is small background about these af'al which are under the category of zanna wa akhwatuha and are af'alu tasweer wa tahdhir. There are other af'al other than ja'ala that fall in the same category, but I want you to now focus on just ja'ala. So ja'ala has three types. It can be used in the meaning of hawwala, from at-tahwil, like transformation, in which case it is fail nasikh min akhwati zanna, from the sisters of zanna. What is the sign? How will you identify it as fail nasikh min akhwati zanna? After ja'ala, that is from the sisters of zanna, you will find two mafulun bihis. Ja'ala, ja'ala, that is used in the meaning of hawwala, or in the meaning of transformation, is a fail that is al-mutaaddi li maf'ulain. There are very many examples in Quran of this ja'ala. The most common type of ja'ala found in Quran is in the meaning of hawwala. It is fail nasikh min akhwati zanna. So here you have an example. Ja'ala an-najjarul qashaba kursiyan. An-najjar is an outside door for fi'l ja'ala, which is mabni al-fatha, fi'l madin, mabni al-fatha. An-najjaru is the file. Al-qashaba is mafulun bihi awwal. Kursiyan, mafulun bihi sanin. And in the meaning, the carpenter turned or fashioned the wood into the chair. You can see mafulun bihi awwal is proper. Mafulun bihi sanin is common. Just like Jumla Ismiya has its mubtada proper and khabar common. Same is going to be the case with maf'ul bihi awal, that is going to be mostly proper, if not in all cases, and khabar is going to be in 99.9% of cases common. And the maf'ul bihi is common as well with fi'l ja'ala, and that is from the sisters of Sunnah. And how to identify it, you will find two maf'ul bihis after fi'l ja'ala. The ja'ala that comes with two maf'ul bihis, remember, is going to be fi'l tahwil wa tasyir, and it is fi'l nasikh min akhwati zanna. The second type of ja'ala is in the meaning of khalaqa, khalq, that means to create. It is fi'l tam, and it is a fi'l al-mutaaddi li maf'ulin bihi wahid. So if you have fi'l ja'alna, and that is having one maf'ul bihi, you find only one maf'ul bihi after fi'l ja'ala, you understand fi'l tam bimani khalaqa, and here you can see ja'alna, na is the file for fi'l ja'ala, sirajan is maf'ul bihi for fi'l ja'ala, and wahaja is the sifa for maf'ul bihi sirajan. When fi'l ja'ala is from shuru, in the meaning of bada'a or shara'a, to start. It is fi'l madin nasikh naqis. So it is naqis, it is nasikh, and you are going to find it in past tense form. So here in an example, what you will see is ja'alan najjaru. Ja'alan najjaru. The carpenter started to. I need to have a khabar to have a complete meaning. So there is no action here yet mentioned, right? So when there is no action, ja'ala is going to be called naqis, since it is making the khabar, changing the i'rab of the khabar to nasb, it is going to be nasikh. And now an-najjar is no longer going to be labeled as file. It's going to be now called ismu ja'ala. And you see the ja'ala that comes in the meaning of bada'a or shara'a has fi'l mudari as its khabar, which in this case is yadukkul khashab. So yadukku fi'l mudari marfu with the matu zahira, and al khashaba is the mafulun bihi for fi'l yadukku, and the whole sentence is fi mahalli nasbin khabru ja'ala. So these are the three types of ja'ala that are found in Arabic language. Ta'ala has been found in the meaning of tahwil and khalq in Quran. You will not find an example of ja'ala that is used in the meaning of bada'a or shara'a in Quran. But in outside of Quran, if you have ja'ala najaru or any ja'ala that is followed by immediately followed by fail mudari, you must treat fail naqis, nasikh from the sisters of Qada. Okay, it is the sister of Qada from Afalu Shuru. Okay, keep that in mind. I hope this helps you understand Ja'ala a little better, and and are able to understand the type of Ja'ala in Quran and in Hadith literature, because it's a very commonly found fail in Hadith and in Masnoon duas, as well as in Quran. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته